walking in Munich with our Runa, I can't let her off the leash with a calm soil. The idea that huskies are by nature very independent and always on their mind doesn't leave me for a minute. In the urban forest, especially in the spring, I don't dare to untie Runa, especially if there are no dog friends nearby. And instead of playing, she can concentrate her attention on a bird, on a roe deer. Hi, this is Key and I'm Gera. On the other side of our house, there is a small park where we started training to walk in the city without a leash. The park is not fenced, and the first walks were very short and very difficult for me. Passing children, dogs with their owners, racing cyclists. Although Runa knows the bike, but sometimes their cyclists are too frisky, and I was afraid that Runa might inadvertently get under the wheels. But slowly Runa and I, got used to it. We went for a walk. It was wonderful this time. I let her off the leash and she played with other dogs and obeyed my commands. Of course, I'm happy because in Munich, well, we are used to living in the countryside where I can let her run free without worrying. But in the city, you have to be more careful. She's thirsty. I'll give her some water now and then we'll head home. The weather in our town lately is constant rains. You come home always wet and dirty after a walk with the dog. Choosing a more or less suitable day, I decided to go to the Ost Park and take Runa with me. Where the dog's owner walk with their pets, and I try to introduce our husky to as many dogs as possible, realizing that my cohort from the shelter, walking and getting to know other canines, overcomes his old problems concerning aggressive yard dogs. Of course, it's much easier to walk a dog when it listens, and you don't have to keep it on a leash all the time. But it can be tiring, and we put in a lot of effort. Early in the morning, and even with rainy weather, there were few people in the park. On one of the glades, we met a retriever and his owner. While the dogs were playing, we got to talking, and she told me the rules of guests of the park with dogs. I mentioned this in the previous video, link in the description. As I've understood it, she herself recognized them not so long ago, although she has been living near the park for several years. It was nice to talk with a new friend and to hear French. She spoke French to her dog, and I spoke Russian to Runa. And guess what? I made a new friend named Cécile from France, and she taught me about the rules for dog walking in the park. I didn't even know there were rules. Turns out, not every part of the park is open for off-leash walking. See those columns over there? That means you can't walk your dog there. Only 2 areas in the park allow off-leash walking. So, if you see those columns, you should keep your dog on a leash.
Иди сюда.
I've had Miles for 12 years and he's always been with us, never running off to those those areas. So I never noticed the rules. I didn't pay attention to the columns before. It's good to know now. Yeah, you learn something new every day. On the way home, we met another group of dog lovers with their pets. We couldn't pass by, given that there were 2 huskies among the pets. After playing enough, we went home.
Remember when the silence grew so big it pushed a hole straight through the sky? The ground beneath us caved in every time. So God, hear you cry.
One of the most important procedures to which you need to accustom your dog is washing paws after a walk. We just got back from our walk and now we're home. I even have special clothes for being a dog owner. Runa? Runa, come here. Although, to be honest, it doesn't help me much in the fight for cleanliness, given that we have a garden. Carpets are not suitable for our house. I don't let dogs on the sofas, much less on the bed. Although I know that my husband occasionally spoils Runa with Miles, for which he then gets a reprimand. In the evening, we went to visit our friends. This is also a kind of training for Runa. Miles is already used to the guests. We are very lucky that all our friends are fond of dogs, and we can always take our pets with us. We stayed with friends until late in the evening, and it was time for us to return home. Our busy day was coming to an end, as is my video. Next time I suggest a ride to Munich. My husband has a meeting in the center. Well, I'll go around the city and shoot a video. We won't take Runa this time. I don't think she'll really like this walk. Thank you for your time. See you!